Alright, so today we got some BC Racing BR series coilovers that we are going to be installing on my F30 335i. I opened one of these top ones already, so look at that. Look at that, look at that. It's pretty nice, man, I can't lie. Cannot lie. So. And this looks like our rear strut. Okay. Then we have our dampening adjustment. Low-key, the welds are not very nice, but it's okay. So when it says R, I wonder if that's driver's side or that side. I don't know. Alright. Over here with this guy. Cool. Alright, we have our... Looks like it's going to be either... Yeah, a shorter end link. The videos I was watching says that we don't necessarily have to use these. Depending on your coilover adjustments, how low you want to go, swift springs or not, will depend on whether or not these actually want to fit on your car. So, we will see when we get those on in the next video, but for now I'm going to have them out, see what we can do. Onto this piece of art right here, man. Oh my gosh. Man. I mean, it's shiny, it's sturdy, it's... Hell yeah. And we gonna throw some camber on it, so... Man, I am so excited right now. I'm so freaking excited. Quick, look at our fitment. So, at the back we have just a 5mm spacer. These are plus 25 offset, I want to say. But you know, we're pretty flush with this. I think when we drop it, we'll be pretty good. Because my fenders are cut, I'm kind of worried about, you know, obviously cutting into the wheel and stuff. But that's what made me go with BC, because they have, you know, dampening adjustments. You can make them however hard, however soft you want. They're just, to me, they were the best coilovers for the price. So, you know, let's see what we can do. And on to the second strut. Trying to keep, let's see, well, I don't make too much noise yet, but trying to keep everything together on the table. Most of the stuff's already put together, but like especially for the rears, you know, I want to put it on the table how it came out of the box. Why do these look the exact same? I don't know. That's kind of concerning. This kit came with, obviously, like some tools and stuff that you need. There goes that one. Make sure you get everything out of there. These are importante. These are how you are going to, just show you guys. This is how you adjust, you know, this stuff. So there's a certain amount of clicks on there. Blah 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 blah. You guys know the drill. Same with that one. Now we're gonna flip this top hat around, so hopefully we don't die. Alright, so we are going to adjust this top hat. Man, they got these tight. Hopefully I don't strip these with this little ass Allen key, but you know, life is life. Damn! I got these on there. All right. So I'm hoping I just take this off, I turn it 180, and we're good to go, but we'll see. So, gonna get these 4 screws out, you know, the drill, and then we'll be back. Alright guys, so before I take this off, I just want to show y'all, we have marked 0 right here, along with these 2 dots on the actual strut itself, lining us up with our exact 0 camber. You can see where it's cut out. It's supposed to be that. Well, maybe not. I don't know who did this, man. But we're just going to flip this around. You know, line it back up with 0. And alright, so what we did here, I ended up just loosening this ring a little bit. And it must have been a factory thing. I bought them from ECS, but they can't answer my call. So I turned this ring a few, and I just turned this until it was 180 degrees different. Lock that bottom ring back down, and then I'm going to readjust this camber plate back to the how it came out of the box, and then everything should fit flush. So resetting everything to how it was, the only thing I did was I just loosened this silver ring, and I turned this part of the strut 180 degrees, and that was it. So last thing I did was on my front 2 struts, I went ahead and I loosened this all the way down, and since I got 2 of them, I can show you. So had the strut sitting like this, loosen this, and then you will have play in the spring, so loosen the spring all the way. And then I got this top collar right here, hand tight until, you know, the spring can spin a little bit if you make it, but it's not spinning freely, it's not moving freely. And then once it was hand tight, I gave it a full extra turn just because I want my springs a little bit extra stiff. That's a personal choice. But once you do that, you want to, once it's hand tight, you want to bring it back to this position where these 2 are touching. You're going to get your big wrench, and you're going to hold this one in place, the bottom one hold in place with your hands, and turn the top one until you can fit your wrench in between the 2. Once this is turned enough to fit this in between them, your preload's set. Go ahead and tighten this one up. So you just have to hold this one, hold the top one down, and go ahead, you know, tighten your top one up until they're nice and snug. And you have your finished product. No more play in the spring, and it should be ready to go on the car. I don't know if you saw my tape measure here. Obviously, take your measurements, measure everything. Make sure these are equal length, but also make sure, you know, you have equal length here, equal length here, equal length here. You know, make sure everything is equal length and lined up, just so the car will drive to the best of its ability. And I'm not going to adjust the height. This was the factory height they sent them with. I'm going to leave this on until it's under some loading on the car. And probably raise the back ones up a little bit, drop the front just because, you know, a little wide body, little action going on. But excited to throw these on tomorrow. Yeah, these are set up. Everything here is what's going to go onto the car. You see everything you need besides, obviously, power tools. But I'll put a screenshot of all the tools you need for this right here. Okay, and yeah, these are set up and ready to go. We will be back tomorrow to put them on. For now, let's go to work.